Hi guys, so this is gonna be a quick recap of what I said last time on my stream about the flawless blocks.
Scorpion.
There is 4 big situations where you want to use the flawless blocks.
Colosseum Beast Pen.
So I will set Scorpion as a dummy doing a specific string to show you the first kind of flawless block you can do. So here, for example, there is a gap in which you can actually use your flawless block to punish Scorpion. That is the first situation. It is the most known way to use the flawless block. I'm not going to spend more time explaining this. It's the most known situation to actually flawless block. So all you gotta do is have like a bit of knowledge regarding the game and the characters. Otherwise, to go on tester mode, they got a list, for example, of flawlessable gaps in strings. You do not necessarily need to use your flawless block attacks to punish your opponent. Here is an example with back 3-4-3-4 from Jade. The last hit is flawless blockable, but I do not need to use a flawless block attack to punish it. I can indeed use a normal. The second most easiest way to flawless block is actually during the counterpoke game, alright? So every time you're going to end your pressure, then what you can do is try to get the timing down to flawless block the follow-up from your opponent and then punish it accordingly. So I've set Johnny Cage dummy to actually perform 4-4-4 on block and then attempt a flawless block up 2, alright? As you can see, she gets punished. Same goes if ever she does 4-4, alright? Because the timing is actually pretty much the same. Down one is 7 frames, and 4-4 is 9 frames, so the timing here encompasses both of her options. Now we're going to see the third way to flawless block, alright? So as your wake-up game, you have options. You can roll, you can do an up 3, an up 2, you can even press a button, and for the most wild people, you can even jump. But you won't ever beat meaties this way, alright? Plus some characters can actually time their meaties to beat your up 3s, up 2s, rolls, and every attempt you have to actually press a button. So what you want to do is add another options to your wake up. That is gonna be the flawless block. As an example, I've set Liu Kang's dummy to actually perform a combo and do their most favorite setup, alright? That is the jump, kick as a meaty. So now, as my character is standing up, I'm gonna press block, not before, because he is invincible. Just as my character is standing up. Liu Kang is timing his meaty with his back one. Now I will perform the flawless block according to what I said. Here, as my character is standing up, not before. It is very important. The fourth and last way to actually perform a flawless block is going to be in the neutral. There is some moves you can react to. As an example, I'm gonna set Kotarkan's dummy to perform several moves. He's now doing 4-2-4 and 4-3-4. I'm gonna be doing flawless block up 2s on each of those startups. You can also try to react to a movement in the neutral to actually perform a flawless block. In order to do that, you need not to block. As another example, 4-4 from Raiden is easily reactable. As another example, you can also react to Devora's 4-2. You can also use your movement to actually bait moves from your opponent and enter dangerous spots. But then, in this game you can actually use the flawless block to enter those dangerous spots and reward yourself. I'll be walking along Raiden and, for example, press block when I think he's going to throw out a move. To me, it's not really another way. It's kinda similar to doing flawless blocks on gaps. It's gonna be during pressure and so on. Even though your minus or your opponent is actually having plus frames, it doesn't mean you can't do anything. You can indeed flawless block the follow-up your opponent is going to do. Let's say Jackie is going to get a +3 on you. Alright, you can actually punish her for going for a granted option, like a 4-3. This also works on hit. Indeed, every time your opponent is going to hit you but doesn't confirm, or even staggering, it will create a gap as your opponent tries to apply pressure back on you. A gap in which you can actually perform a flawless block, even though it wasn't hit. Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn, Johnny Cage, Sonya, Kano, Kung Lao, Devora, Collector, Geras, and Cetrion. As you can see, it was a punish. Now, you gotta be aware that there is some characters that are easier to flawless block than others.
Koval's Colosseum.
Jackie is one of the easiest characters to flawless block because her main options revolve around the same startups. Her standing one, her down one, and her 4-3 actually revolve around the same speed. 7 frames and 9 frames. It encompasses her actions because it is a 3 frames window. As you could see, I flawless blocked the whole sequence because the timing is almost the same to flawless block all of the startups. Now I'm going to show you a character that is actually hard to flawless block. Okay, this one is Cabal. Alright, he has indeed a pack one which is 15 frames, 4-4, which is 9 frames, and 4-2, which is 12 frames. It makes it really hard to perform a flawless block on him, as you need to guess which move he is going to use. Here I've set Jade doing her entire string, which has a gap, or perform a special move before the last hit. I'm gonna be holding block and just tap block in order to perform a flawless block on the last hit. I'll be blocking this way her special move and flawless block her kick. Grease Kicks is a 8 frames move. As a reversal, it means it comes out straight when she has unavailable frames, okay? Which isn't the case with a normal. With a normal, you will always lose 1 frame, alright? That is why, for example, a 7 frames reversal can punish -7 frames on move on block, but the normal won't be able to punish a -7 frame move on block if the startup is the same. Let's practice the flawless blocks. And here it is again based on pokes and 9 frames moves. There is also an OS, an option select, that you can perform while doing a flawless block. It is very simple and originally found by Irish Mantis. Now you can even go further with that OS. Because indeed, while you are doing a flawless block, for example up 2, alright, if you press your input before, those inputs won't be counted during the animation of your up 2. Here I got all time in the world to convert with Johnny Cage up 2, alright, while my inputs before were still 2-4-4. If my opponent is dealing his pressure or tries to do something else, then standing 2-4-4 here will come out, while on block up 2 will come out, allowing Johnny Cage to have a full combo punish. This is not the only use of this OS. Jax here is recorded doing a 4-2 stagger and both a back throw and a front throw. I have a 50% chance of taking those throws according to which flawless block attack I am trying to perform. In MK11, front dashes cannot be cancelled during 5 frames. So this means if ever you are doing, for example, a poke into a front dash, you are actually counterable. Noob's down 1 is -4. If he does a front dash, it means that he is losing 5 frames, only cancelable on the thick 1. So this means that Jax 4-3, which is 9 frames, can actually punish his front dash. On the other hand, if ever he goes for a 10 frames move, such as down 2, he won't ever be able to punish Noob for going for front dash.